guys! Well, I wanted to do this video in the same spot with the, beautiful city of Macau behind me, but it is extremely sunny and very bright and painful to look at, so I have a shower curtain wrapped around me, kind of like a sun visor. So I can't actually see you, which is strange because everything in this general area is just very dark to me. We're just gonna see how this goes. Here's a nice random fact that you absolutely don't need to know about. I wake up every morning to the sound of Yo-Yo Ma, an elderly Asian woman practicing Chai Tea right outside my window. I just said Chai Tea instead of Tai Chi. That just happened. I'm a fundamentally lazy person. I just am. I say that. I could be lazier. I could be. But I'll think today I'm going to go do something for like 6 hours. And I start doing it, and about 30 minutes in, I realize that I would rather just be sitting down. And so I leave, and I go home, and I sit down, and I go on Tumblr, or I just play hours and hours of Mahjong, which is also not a productive use of my time. So I've been trying to think of ways to combat this laziness that I have, and I thought, well, why not share this wisdom with the world? The first thing that came to my mind when I started trying to think of ideas is hobbies. Hobbies seem to be the universal answer to everyone's problems. If you're feeling unmotivated, get a new hobby. If you're feeling depressed, get a new hobby. If you're dealing with a terminal illness, get a new hobby. I feel like that goes kind of hand in hand with depression. I feel like I would be depressed if I knew that I was terminally ill. And while there are very few things that I think getting a new hobby can actually change about a person, I do agree that if you are feeling unmotivated or lazy, getting a new hobby is probably one of the easiest solutions to that, and probably one of the quickest. If you're feeling unmotivated or lazy, it's probably because you have no interest in what you're doing. So if you find something to have an interest in, it makes sense that you would spend more time doing that instead of doing nothing. That's not to say that you can just stop doing everything that you're uninterested in. There are certain things that you're going to have to do even though they're boring, like brushing your teeth or tying your shoes, or on a grander scale, probably just most aspects of daily life. If you have a really boring job, maybe you should quit that job and find a more interesting one, but until that happens, you should probably still do your job. I guess just try to segment your day with different activities that you enjoy and will keep you interested for the length of time that they last. So if you want to start exercising more, but you're bored at the gym, try doing something more interesting, like Tai Chi or aerial yoga. I had to look up the name for aerial yoga because I only know it as that type of yoga where you're dangling from the ceiling, wrapped up in brightly colored ribbons. It looks super cool, and if you can do aerial yoga, I'm very impressed. A hobby that I've had for a very long time is photography, but I find that once I've been doing the same thing for quite a bit, I sort of lose a little bit of interest in it. I'm still interested in photography, I still like doing photography, but it doesn't hold the same magic that it did when it was new. There's something fantastic in learning a new skill. And I recently moved to China, and I figured, hey, as good a time as any to pick up a new hobby. And I kind of wanted something that dealt a little bit with photography, kind of tied in. So I thought, hey, why not video making? I can do that. I sort of have this habit of when I see someone doing something that takes time and energy and usually talent, I automatically think, hey, I can do that. And I'm not sure why I always think that, especially when it's just ridiculous. I'll watch a tutorial of someone welding, and I'll think, hey, I could do that. And while it's fine to have confidence in yourself and your ability to do new things, I have never worked a blowtorch in my life. I would probably seriously maim someone, if not kill myself. My favorite video makers probably weren't that great when they started either. And so I'm keeping at it, kids. which is the moral of the story. Unless it's something like welding, in which case you should probably give up on that. And as always, I hope you got something out of this video, and if you didn't, that's awkward. I'm sorry. But come back next time anyway, and maybe things will be different. I'm sorry. Terminally ill. Probably not, though. Have a great day, guys.